we're making the turn, heading to the back nine, Dan, and we are on our way to Ponte Vedra for the Players Championship, otherwise known as the fifth major designated event. I don't know what's going to happen this week, man. This is this tournament is, I mean, it's really, I don't know, especially after last week at the API. I'm going to have some challenges in setting my DraftKings lineup. I think from a betting card standpoint, I think I pretty well got that narrowed down. I mean, obviously you could go to the top of the board and that, I mean, it looks like a winner easily could come from there. I think I'm going to get a little deeper this week and look for maybe some previous champions or some folks that has played really well that are coming to the Players Championship in good form. What do you think about the Players? Is this your favorite tournament of the year?
No, I think the Masters is my favorite tournament of the year, but I do like the Players. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, is this the best field we've had so far this season? I would think so.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best field. Yeah. But this is the weird part about this one is that the top three players from last year's leaderboard are no longer, on the PGA Tour. So, you got Cam Smith, Lahiri, and Pal Casey. All of them are over at Live now. And those were the guys that finished first, second, and third last year. So, yeah, very, very strange.
So doesn't Cam Smith live in Ponte Vedra or
they were
Jack's
asking
Beach?
him.
I mean, he's somewhere right there, right?
They were asking him if he was going to go. He's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll go and walk around. Maybe. Yeah. Could you imagine?
Is it going to be? Yeah, I mean, if he's out there cheering them on 17 at the Island Green, come on, let's go.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. He should walk around with a shark. Handed out beers.
This is not where he was fishing at prior to the tournament last year. Was that Hilton Head where he was fishing?
I think it was Hilton Head. I think it was Hilton Head.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he shows up, man. I think that would be that'd be so
man.
good. That'd be so good if he shows up.
Throw some teas at Rory.
Exactly. Maybe Patrick will let him borrow some to chunk at him. He could wear his uniform. His I don't know what team he's on at Live. I'm not following that close, but whatever team he's on, he'll have his team uniform on, and people will be asking him for autographs. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, it's last year's Players Champion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a weird one this year because this is the first major where we're gonna have just a lot, close to major for big field where there's just you're gonna feel the absence of the Live guys for sure.
I think so. Yeah, and good call out in the of last year's the top three that are not going to be here. So speaking of last year, holy shit, was it a crazy tournament? It took them like a week to finish the tournament, with the weather and the wind, and I think that Cam Smith, I think he actually wound up with the shit end of the draw, and he was playing in some of the worst conditions and still pulls it off. So it'll be interesting to see. The weather looks pretty benign this week. I think the tee times are obviously out already. It looks like if you were gonna try to play on the draw or against tee times, it looks like the AM PM schedule might be the worst. Thursday looks pretty benign. The Friday morning looks okay. Maybe it looks like some scattered showers. We're not weathermen, but that's from Weather Underground. It looks like scattered showers and some wind may pick up Friday afternoon. So I guess if you're leaning that way, it looks like PM AM is probably going to be the better of the two, and I think that's a miss for Scheffler. Who's playing together this week? I know you sent that to me.
Yeah, I gotta get over to that page. Hold on.
While you're pulling that up, so we're going to be TPC Sawgrass at the Stadium Course, a Pete Dye design. Parts of par 72, 56 from yardage. It's Bermuda greens. It's
Rahm, Scheffler, and McElroy, Morikawa, Adam Scott, Ricky Fowler, Finau, Tom Kim, Patrick Cantlay. Who are notable here? Yeah. Matsuyama, Horschel, and Rose. Those are all like early morning on off of 10.
They're all at 8 o'clock, right? Yeah.
7:45. Yeah. And then on the other side, the AM ones, I don't really see any. Well, you got Fitzpatrick. No, so they're kind of in the afternoon. I don't see anybody on the front nine that's that notable going off in the morning.
Even on Friday?
Well, no, on Thursday, but just the front nine because they're doing they do a split start on.
Yeah. Rory and those guys are going off on 10.
Yeah, off on 10, but I don't see anybody on the front nine going off on Thursday morning. That's that notable. So
yeah, nor do I. All right, previous winners. I already mentioned Cam Smith last year at 13 under, JT in 21. COVID canceled. This was who was leading this. We played on, I think we played Thursday, and then they canceled and they called on Friday. I think Matsuyama was leading at the end of the round on Thursday. McElroy in 19 and Webb Simpson in 18. And that's with an average winning score over the last 5 years of 15 under. So we'll see where we wind up at. Let's head over to our friends at Fantasy National. And let's talk about who we're going to be playing this week, Dan. Okay, no surprise. Jon Rahm, $11,800. Rory McElroy at $11,000. That's the top two price players in the field. Any surprises there?
Nothing. I mean, there's what, 4 guys in the $10,000 range. You got Rahm, Rory, Scheffler, and Schauffele. They're all 10,000. I guess maybe Schauffele because T39, T33 isn't playing great. I mean, would you put Schauffele ahead of Cantlay? Would you put him in front of Justin Thomas? I think Justin Thomas should be $10,000, don't you think?
As a previous champion, I would say so. And Xander Schauffele's missed his last 3 cuts at the Players. He was T2 in 2018, but I don't know, as far as recent form goes. I mean, Schauffele T39 at the API, T33 at Genesis, T10 at Phoenix. I don't think I'm spending $10,000 on Xander Schauffele.
I think JT's mispriced here.
At 9,400, T21 at API, T20 at Genesis, 4th at the Phoenix. I mean, if we look at course comps, right, and we say, I mean, some of the places that they're not playing, right, Kapalua not playing there, so not a good read on that. What else? The Wyndham Championship is a pretty good track too, from a course comparison standpoint. Nothing from JT there, but recent form and course history, I mean, JT's all in all pretty good. T33, 1 in 21 again, T35, T11, T75. I don't know. Let's back up. Are you playing anybody in the $10,000 range?
No, I'm not going to start. If I have money left, no, probably not. No, I've done some lineups that I didn't land anywhere in there. No.
Yeah, nor did
the field this big. You don't need those guys. You don't, because it's very volatile, right? If the wind picks up or whatnot, these guys could definitely miss a cut. So I don't like playing those guys this week.
Yeah, $9,000 range. Who you playing there?
JT, number 1. I'm playing JT. I do like Homa. What's his history here? He did pretty good last year. I think he was like top 15, right?
T13, missed a cut in 21. Yeah. I'll tell you so this is, again, looking at the API last week and just recent form in general. Patrick Cantlay, T4 at the API, 3rd at the Genesis. Holy shit, is he just garbage here, man. The past 3 years. I guess last year you might chalk it up to, an anomaly just with the weather that happened. Outside of that, missed a cut in 21, missed a cut in 19, T23 and T22. I really want to, what's Cantlay's ownership going to be this week?
14.5. Well, that's the reason he hasn't announced going to live yet, is he wants one more crack at this thing.
Well, yeah, with the changes coming up to the schedule, I mean, what's not in it for them. So, I mean, if you're looking at it from an ownership standpoint, Sanjay, recent form, T21, T42, T56, T6, and T4. So it maybe slowed down a little bit. T55 and T17 at his last two outings at the Players Championship. I'm probably leaning Sungjae M, and I may throw something at Cantlay, man. That's just recent form looks good. If the weather goes south, who knows what it's going to be. It's a crapshoot anyway. I think Cantlay may be a lean for me.
So are you fade? Well, not you're not gonna fade anybody in the $9,000 range, but would your last picks be Morikawa and Finau here?
Morikawa, he's a fade, man. I don't know what's happening there. Tournament history for Morikawa, he missed the cut last year, T41 and 21. Recent results, right? I mean, he's missed a cut at API, T6 at Genesis, missed a cut at Phoenix. I don't like that. Let's see what's
and Genesis is kind of like in his backyard, right? He's a California kid, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's gaining, over 2 strokes on approach. I think that's what's going to, I think approach is going to be the key stat to look at here. And I think it's going to be followed by off the tee. I mean, the greens are going to be relatively small. They're going to be fast. What did he last week? Yeah, I mean, he's still gaining on approach. I mean, every round, right? Third at the Farmers, he gained 6, almost 7 strokes. But yeah, I'm out on Morikawa this week. That's probably the only fade for me. I mean, Finau doesn't play all that good here. He's missed the cut the last 2 years. So I think Finau and Morikawa are probably my fades in the $9,000 range.
All right, $8,000 range. Do you think Viktor Hovland's underpriced? I kind of do.
Once again, man, he looked great up until Sunday rolled around and didn't look so good, but still finishes T10 at API, T20 Genesis, T42 at Phoenix, and T13 at AT&T. At 14% ownership, I don't know. I mean, I think, yeah, maybe I don't think he's underpriced, but I think I'd rather go down to if I'm rolling it, I'd rather roll it with Spieth, man, at under 7% ownership projected right now.
That's interesting. What's his track record here?
So he missed the cut last year, T48, missed the cut in 19, T41, missed the cut. So every other year, you got a T48 or better.
So you're gonna pay $8,700 for a T48.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't.
He's playing a lot better. He's playing a lot better. He definitely. I could see him top 10 in this thing. Yeah,
wouldn't be ideal, but yeah. So I mean, we got a T4 at API, missed a cut at Genesis, got T6 at Phoenix. He won at Harbortown last year, right? Another Pete Dye course. So, and it's going to play similar, I would expect.
So, we got to get some T-shirts going for some of these events that we nickname, right? So that trashy tournament, we got to get a T-shirt for that trashy tournament, right? Definitely got to get that with the green and the yellow. I think we should call this one that swampy tournament.
That's what PB says.
Yeah, it's that swampy tournament. Yeah,
what PB said. Yeah, with the snakes and the gators down swamping
and a back haul in a damn swamp.
That is a fact. That, by the way, if you haven't listened to our interview with PB Dye, he's got some great stories, man. He's Irish sense of humor with that knows how to drive a bulldozer. It's a hell of a combination.
That's what bulldozer in the swamp. That's what he said. That's right.
Yeah. All right. So $8,000 range, Dan. Let's Hideki. He's a fade for me. Don't know what's going to happen. Although he is a previous winner.
He plays well there.
Here's where I'm kind of leaning. Wait a minute. Who am I missing? Where is he at? Okay, he's in the $8,000 range. So there's a few call outs. So I think Hatton, I think you got to go to him this week.
Yep. Plays well here too. Yep.
That is 13.5% ownership. I think Shane Lowry. I mean, he played. I swear.
I think so too.
Yeah, T13.
He plays well here. Yeah,
T13 and 8th in his last 2 showings. This will be Tom Kim's first tournament here, but I think you can give a look at Tom Kim, man. I mean, he plays good on hard golf courses. T34 at the API, T45 at Genesis, T50 at Phoenix, T6 at Amex. I think Tom Kim's is a look And I wish Jason Day wasn't going to be over 20% owned, but he is going to be over 20% owned. Previous Players Champion, coming into this thing probably in the best form that anybody, as good a form as anybody's coming in. I just can't get there. Can't get there with J Day at 20% ownership.
Because of the ownership. But from a one and done perspective,
I
think I'm looking pretty heavy at Jason Day.
I'm sure you are. I am sure you are. What about Fitzpatrick? Let's see what.
That's what I was going to say to you when you were talking about Kim. I'm like, I mean, obviously Fitzpatrick's a little bit more money, but man, I don't know if you can go away from that either.
Missed the cut last year. T9, T41, T46. Recent forms. I mean, not horrible. He's losing strokes on approach in his last 24 rounds. So that's kind of if there's anything scary, right? I mean, especially at this tournament, it scares me, Dan. It scares me a little bit.
I don't think I'm going to go there because of the approach. You know, it's just such a heavy approach kind of course. You know?
I mean, especially when you look at Hatton gaining almost 7 strokes. Look at Lowry gaining over 6 strokes, right? And where's Hatton? Where's he shitty at? He's losing around the green. But if he's gaining on approach, not concerned. Shane Lowry, you know, he's losing strokes putting, but, you know, I might be able to deal with that from an approach standpoint. So I think those are probably some go-tos for me, and Spieth, I think, is another lean. Yeah, that $8,000 is stacked, man.
Yeah,
all right, $7,000.
Definitely starting there. Yep.
Where you
$7,000. Well, I didn't like the way Rose played last week. I'm probably going to start maybe with like a Sahith or Adam Scott.
So, Siwoo, man. Players champion, Pete Dye specialist, maybe. Tiger Woods, by the way, you will see his name, but he is a WD. He did withdraw. He will not be playing.
I like Keegan here.
I like Keegan a lot.
I like Bucky.
We ain't gonna be able to sniff Bucky, man. What's Bucky's ownership? Oh, whoa,
only
whoa,
10%.
Whoa. Hold the phone, Jerome.
I gotta call Vegas. Let me call Vegas right now.
If that's true, I may have to squeeze Bucky in somewhere. Tommy Fleetwood at 10%. I like. Chris Kirk, are we going? What do you mean? Fairway Jesus is he likes this place. T22, T5, T7. I mean, what's not to like?
I know.
What's not to like? What do you got against Jesus?
Just the recent form hasn't been great. Cut 20th, 61st. It's just not been great. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't like your
attitude. But for that price range, I do like the tournament history and his game shapes up well for it. So yeah, I get it. We should definitely.
What about Chris Kirk? You going back to Chris Kirk? Missed the cut here last year. T48, T46, T46, T12. You going back to Kirk?
Yes. So 11.8% projected ownership, 24th and out of the last, in this field, 24th in on approach. Yeah, 100%.
Fades for me. Burns is a fade. McNeely's a fade. Rose is a fade. Yeah. You said the guy.
How are they even priced at $7,000? Those 3 guys. I didn't even know that.
I don't know. Keegan.
One of those guys is going to win.
Well, yeah, I like Keegan for sure.
Yeah.
Keith Mitchell was T13 here last year. He's been playing pretty good. I mean, that's $7,400. Who else is good? What did Corey Connors? What's he look like recently? I mean, that could be
21st at API. Yep.
Connors could be, maybe. I don't know if I'm going Connors or Mitchell.
I'd go Mitchell. I'd go Mitchell over Connors.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I like that too. Anybody else in the $7,000 range? I mean, you can get pretty deep into the $7,000 range. What about Cooch? What do you think about Cooch?
Straka. It's 7,200 Straka. It's 51st model rank. Missed the cut last week. T5 at Honda. I think he was like T10 last year. Yeah.
Where's Seb Straka? What's he priced at?
7,200.
Yeah, T9 last year. Yeah. I do like the Canadian here. Adam Hadwin, maybe T9 last year, T29, T57, and T30. What's Hadwin look like as of late?
How much?
7% 7,100, so 7% ownership. He's gaining over 6 strokes on approach. Missed a cut at the API, 66, T10, T44, T18. Course history good. Recent form, not so great. I'll tell you who I do like, and I can probably close out the $7,000 range with this guy, is Ben Griffin. $7,100, 10% ownership, T14 at the API, T21 at Honda. I think Ben Griffin is going to get some action. I believe this is his first showing at TPC Sawgrass. So I think
very well rounded on his shots gained with the off the tee and approach and putting. Very well rounded. Yeah, looking good.
Looks solid to me. I think Griffin's a play at $7,100.
Yeah.
Closing out the $7,000 range. So
Harris English.
Exactly. That's exactly where I was going. T2 at the Arnold Palmer. I mean, it's either a T12 or better or a cut, right? T2 on API.
I told you it was going to be choppy. He's coming off the injury. Come on, he's going to make the Ryder Cup.
Are we going? I think Kurt Kitayama's got something to say about that.
So okay, that's a good bet right now. I mean, if right now, can we bet Harris English to make the Ryder Cup? I think he does. I bet he wins. I bet he wins one of these non-elevated events this year.
No, he may. He ranks 107th in the model. There's really nothing good to say about, I guess, putting. He's gaining 7 strokes putting. Ranks 21st in the field. 3.2% ownership. That's the best thing about Harris English right now. I don't know. You go rolling the dice with Harris English this week?
Some lineups I probably will. Yeah.
Mark him as your one and done. Mark it down. Heard it here first.
I will play him sometime as a one and done this year. I'm telling you, the guy's a marquee player. He just was hurt. Let's get back in there.
$6,000.
Unlike Gary Woodland.
Yeah. I don't. Was it last year where he had the full face mask on, walking into this thing? I think it was here.
Oh yeah.
With the weather, you couldn't even see who it was. Looked like Spider-Man walking in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, $6,000 range. Who we got? Who we got that? There he is. I'm gonna do it. And if you're gonna play Harris English,
Kitayama, yeah.
If you're gonna, I'm not going. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna go back to that well. Although he has been playing good.
Yeah, I mean on approach 40th in this field. Yeah. Putting 63rd. The around the greens a little. I mean that's Yeah, I don't know. I could play him. I could play him this week.
So this guy is $6,800. Missed the cut in 22. Missed the cut in 21. T16 first, T16. And recent T24, T74, and T57 in his last 3 outings. Is he back?
We can go back to that well. We'll go. Let's do Weber. Let's do Brendan Todd. Let's rewind 3 years. The Todd father.
I don't know. I don't know if that's somewhere we're going to be able to get to or not. I think I like Jonathan Vegas here. Pretty good on approach around the green. I mean, he's never going to rank anything. He's never going to rank high from a putting standpoint. But he missed the cut last year, but T61, T3, T41. Again, I can look at last year and kind of chalk that up to that was just a hell of a tournament. I don't know
how much your boy Kiz. Didn't he finish like top 5 here last year?
Kisner was 4th last year.
Yeah.
He missed the cut last week.
He's missed a lot of cuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there or not.
You would say though the Genesis and all API Genesis and Trashy Open are all like ball strikers tracks, right?
I would say so.
This one here is not exactly that. So I could see him bouncing back here for sure. This is his type of course. Yeah.
You know who I do like here at $6,600, 5% ownership. Let's see what his history looks like. Where is he? Okay, it's his first outing here. So this may be a go for me. This might be a bet too. Adam Svensson, T24, T49, and T9, $6,600. That could be a lean.
Mm-hmm.
Davis Riley, T8 at the Arnold Palmer. I don't know. This could be a first outing for Davis Riley as well.
And Robbie Shelton continues to perform for that price point. Make the cut.
I'm with you. I'm not saying he's not. Yeah, I guess you can throw Robbie Shelton in the mix. What's Svensson's history? Yeah, it'll be Svensson's first outing here. What's Robbie Shelton priced at?
6,600.
Danny Willett does not have a good track record here. Robbie Shelton missed the cut here in 21. Where's Russell? What's Russell Knox done as of late? He was T6 last year.
How much?
$6,500. 2% ownership. 12th in approach.
He's missed 3 cuts as well.
A lot of missed cuts with our boy.
Justin Sue. People are on him. I don't think we're going to play that, but our people are on him. For some reason, he's at 7% ownership down here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any heading my way. Doug Gim, T6, T29. What's Doug Gim look like? Can we get on Gim? I don't know if we're gonna have to go this deep, but just in case.
We're not gonna have to go this deep. Yeah. How much is he?
Doug Gim is $6,100. So we got men pricing on
way down here.
Men pricing on the Gimster.
Yeah, 6,100, 3.6% projected ownership. T62 last week missed a cut. WD cut. Yeah, a little rough.
Here's your Puerto Rico champion, Echevarria. No, thank you. Okay, I don't think is anybody else down here that you that stands out to you. That's just you got to get on them. You know who? Eric Cole maybe finished second at the Honda in a playoff. Eric Cole might be he might get a look. 2% ownership. I could probably go there.
Kramer Hickok is starting to show signs of progress. T14 at the Honda, T29 at the Genesis. I mean, those last 2 tournaments, not bad at all.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get a lineup in.
All right.
Where do you want to start?
You pick. I don't have my app up.
I got to take a drink. Yeah, gonna need a drink for this.
Oh yeah.
All right, Players Championship. Let's see where we're heading here. I'll tell you where we're not starting at is Morikawa. That's for sure. Okay, I think we can start in the $8,000 range.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we're gonna start with who do we like? So I like Spieth. I like Hatton. I like Tom Kim. What about Tom Kim? You want to roll the dice with Kim? The Kim.
Let's do it. Yep.
Okay, Tom Kim. He's a go. What about you? Want to go back to Hatton? I do.
Yeah, let's do Hatton. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're at 8,400 left. We picked 2 players.
Let's go down the $7,000 range.
Yeah.
We talked about liking Siwoo and Bradley and Fowler, Bucky.
Keegan, yeah. All right, so let's go Keegan for sure. You want to go Bucky?
I mean, he's right there.
He is right.
He's won this thing before, right?
He has won it before.
Yeah, so let's take him.
All right, we're up to look at this. We're up to 9,300. Let's see who's in the early $9,000 range that we could go to. Sungjae M at 9,000. That'll get us back up to 9,500. Oh, there's your boy Collin Morikawa. I don't know. We could go JT.
We could take JT. Yeah.
And
JT and Sungjae.
Yeah.
All right, let's lock it in. 200 left on the table. That's a winning card right there.
Winning card. It's a lock. Okay. So what about so real quick? Let's look at some odds real quick. Let's see what the odds look like. Well, let's go one. Let's get our one and done out of the way while I'm pulling up the odds.
Jason Day for me.
Ooh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And we did not take him because of ownership in our DFS.
That's right. Give me Patrick Cantlay.
Okay. That's a
Probably.
good pick.
I know. I feel like it is. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how good it is.
You better pick him before he goes to live. So there you go.
Gotta get that guy. Let's see. Get him used up. Not gonna last long. All right. So from let's see. So MGM odds. We are still using our folks over at fantasynational.com. Plus 900. No, I'm getting pretty deep on this one. I think Keegan Bradley at plus 5,000. Maybe Shane Lowry at plus 5,000 and maybe. We didn't play Keith Mitchell. You think should we go back and Keith Mitchell's going to go in some lineups for me for sure. Who's deep in this thing that you like from an odd standpoint? Harris English plus 10,000.
Yeah, I like that.
No. Yeah. Johnny Vegas plus 15,000.
Yep.
Webb Simpson plus 15,000.
Yeah, I like that.
Where's Ben Griffin? Let's see where's Griffin? He's got to be way down the board. Ben Griffin.
No, Adam Scott plus 10,000.
Yeah, Ben Griffin plus 20,000. I'm going to throw a few out. So I think I'm going to hit Ben Griffin. I think I'm going to hit Keegan. And who else am I going to hit? That may be my two. That may be my two bets for the week.
Okay.
Maybe go Johnny Vegas at plus 15 also.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
The Players Championship, Dan, should be a good one. Looking forward to it. It means we're 1 week closer to the Masters, which I can't wait. I'll be down there all week. I think I get in on Sunday, and I'm leaving on Sunday. I don't know. It depends on how much I drink. I may stay till Monday. You never know.
Nice.
Unless I can bum a ride with somebody. So we'll see. What else is happening? What have you been when you ain't been watching golf? Jet setting down to Florida. What have you been watching? Caught up on Poker Face?
Yeah. I'm not. I got like one or two I got to catch up on because I did take that trip to Florida and the Fort Lauderdale and wasn't able to watch any TV. And I watched golf on Saturday and Friday. I was driving on Sunday and that was fun. It was fun watching that, but not a whole lot of TV for me the last week. I'm looking forward to Poker Face. Let's see what else is. Mary Kingstown is still going. I'm loving that. I'm still a little behind on that one as well. Anything new? Have you watched that Daisy Jones one that just came out on Amazon?
So I watched the first episode last night, and if you're a music fan, you're gonna love it.
Okay.
You're absolutely gonna love it, man. It you know what it kind of reminds me of? It's like if you turned Almost Famous into a series, that's definitely the vibe that it kind of gives you. I guess it's loosely based on Fleetwood Mac. Is what I've read anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's got people stealing songs from people. So we got Babies Out of Wedlock. We got Rehab already. You've got the girl that's writing, singer songwriter that's writing all these songs. She just can't get a break. You got the producer that's kind of tagging, that's pulling these people in and trying to help them get by. But yeah, it is really good, man. It's gonna be good. You'll like it for sure. You'll like it.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that then. That's good. All right. I think that's it, man.
If that's it,
Go
that's
down
it.
to Ponte Vedra. Yeah.
Good luck at the Players.
Times.
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers.